late. Early land buyer don't just buy property, they buy tomorrow at today's price. And that's the secret how early land buyers make massive return on their investment. Hello, welcome to today's live streaming. We are Braudy Global, a real estate marketing and development company based in the city of Enugu and Abuja. By that, I mean to say that we have our physical offices in Enugu and Abuja, and our properties cut across these two states. Whether you are looking for a land for basically for land investment, or you're looking for land where you just buy and then build, or you want to buy a house where you can live with your family, we have these properties in our portfolio. So all you need is just to reach out to us during this live streaming, or we'll also be dropping our contacts um, during this live stream. All right, so we'll be discussing or we'll be having an amazing moment today. We noticed that a couple of people have been asking us questions, and today we decided to tackle that. So if you're just joining us for the first time, maybe you're coming across our live stream for the first time, like I mentioned earlier, we are Braudy Global, and today's live stream is organized by Braudy Global Enugu branch. And my name is Opale Kemano. I'm a real estate consultant based in the city of Enugu. And with me here today is an amazing brother, someone who is very experienced in this industry. Sir, please, may we know you?
All right, so my name is Jesse Anozie. I am a real estate expert based in the city of Enugu. Okay, so we want to tell you how early buyers make profit from land investment.
Yeah.
Right, so people want to know how to make money from land investments, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to spot opportunities when they are right in front of them, right? And that is how they end up missing great and amazing opportunities. But that's no longer the situation as from today because we're here to tell you how you're going to make money like an early buyer, right? So first thing you need to do is to identify areas or to buy at a pre-sale price. So when an area is just emerging, the property begins to sell at a pre-sale price. These prices are way below the real market value. As a matter of fact, the developers try to reward early buyers who believe in that vision. All right, so they give them nearly as almost what they bought it by themselves from the community or who they bought it from. So they just raise the money a bit and sell it. So pre-sale prices are always far low below, are always far below the actual market value. And this actually used to last for a period of time.
Yeah.
It's not always going to remain at the pre-sale value, right? So they need some monies, first of all, either to complete payment for the property,
Yeah.
usually. Secondly, they want to take possession of that land. So then they now give a specific portion out as pre-sale price for a period of time. So as many as you can lock down within that period, that is how you're going to make a lot of money from that property. All right. So example, some properties start at 20 million naira,
Yeah.
while the actual price is like 30 million naira. All right. So this way, the investors are or the developers are trying to reward early investors who know how to believe in their visions. All right. And this is how a lot of people make money. So when they see such offers, they quickly grab it. Some of them go as far as buying one more plots, right? One or more plots, like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 plots, because the prices are still relatively fair.
Yeah.
And they are way below the market price. But like I said again, it's always for a stipulated time. So if you keep waiting, like you're asking yourself questions if this place is going to develop, and the opportunity passes you by, and when you begin to realize that opportunity, the price must have been selling at the original price, and then you've missed out in that window. You can still buy it at that price too, but you must have missed out on the window to have gotten it cheaper. All right. So the second point is
Yeah, okay. Yeah, second point. But before we move to second point, just in case if you are joining us now, please let us know if you can see us. If you can see us, please just type one in the comment section. If you can hear us, also type two in the comment section. If you can see us and also hear us at the same time, type one, two in the comment section. And if this is your first time coming across our platform, please just let us know your name and also where you are watching us from. All right, so the second point on our list, that's how early buyers make profits, that's money from their investments. So the second one is capital appreciation. Now, when you were talking about pre-sale, you mentioned something very, very important. You mentioned that one of the reasons why developers or real estate companies
Mm.
put properties at pre-sale is that they want to reward those early buyers who believe in the vision.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes people just put out properties and they want to sell.
Mhm.
And people are saying, now, oh, that place is far, that place is bushy,
Exactly.
oh,
Yeah.
it's too expensive, this and that.
Will it develop?
Will it develop? All those, and people start bringing up reasons, trying to prevent themselves from investing something that will give them more money in the future.
Yes.
So now these developers they want to reward these people that believe in that vision,
Yes, we
like you
believing in
mentioned,
them. Yeah.
and then they start selling at pre-sale. I mean, when that property is newly launched.
Yeah.
And also, for capital appreciation, you mentioned about the actual price.
Yeah.
So when I also believe that when during that pre-sale, part of the reason is also that these developers or real estate company they want to raise enough money for future developments.
True.
Now, when
True.
developments like infrastructure like perimeter fencing around the estate to secure the property properly,
Mhm.
then drainage system,
Yes.
electricity, road construction, internal road,
Yes.
and the rest of them.
Mhm.
So the property will still be selling at pre-sale. But once these developments start coming up, it can now move from the pre-sale to the
To
actual
actual.
price. So take for instance, a property started selling at a pre-sale of 5 million naira, but the actual price is 10 million naira. So
Mhm.
when you move from that pre-sale to the actual price of 10 million naira, now these people we invested,
Yeah.
that's when capital appreciation comes into
Comes.
place. So those of them that bought at pre-sale, the property has now moved from that pre-sale level to the actual price of 10 million naira. Those who bought at pre-sale price of 5
5
million naira
million.
have made return on their
So much
investment. That's
money.
10 million naira. So what really happened between that pre-sale and then the actual price is capital appreciation.
Yes.
It simply means increment in the price of the property that you bought. That's
Mhm.
extra value in terms of the monetary value that you've received. So early investors they understand this thing very well.
Yes.
They know that when they buy at pre-sale, definitely the value of that property will increase with
True.
time, especially when the development is happening in that estate or the property. So that capital appreciation simply means when the property moved from its pre-sale level to the actual price, now these people have made profits because they believe in the vision and they bought early at that pre-sale and they made extra money for investing very early.
True.
So one of the ways that these early buyers make money is this through capital appreciation. And just in case you are listening to us, you are thinking, oh, okay, you say that people make money through capital appreciation. Are there properties here in Enugu that are still selling at pre-sale level that I can take opportunity advantage of and then buying and so I could get money that's return on investment when the property now move from the pre-sale price to the actual
Actual
price.
price.
Then we'll still discuss that with you later in this video. So just while you are listening to us, please just pay close attention so that you will not miss the opportunity that we'll be bringing in this live stream. So we'll move next to the next point.
All right. So here is another very sure and stress-free way people make money as early buyers.
Yeah,
So now they've seen, they've taken advantage of a pre-sale.
yeah,
Now they've gotten to witness capital appreciation,
yeah,
otherwise also known as capital gain.
yeah,
They
yeah,
gain on top of your capital.
exactly.
Like you said, you can buy for 5 million naira, and you gain another 5 million naira
Mm.
because it to move from 5 million to 10 million
10
naira.
million.
Right?
Yeah,
So that's the gain on your capital, isn't it?
yeah,
So now they bought into an area.
yeah.
They believed in the developer's vision
Mm.
and they bought into that area. Now here's what happens. After a period of time, other people begin to see that vision that these people
Exactly.
first saw early enough.
Exactly.
All right. And then they begin to know that this place is actually a very good place. So,
Mm.
oh, let's buy land here.
Yeah.
Because there's now demand. Everybody's talking about, oh,
Mm.
have you bought land in beside GRA before?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's my next point now. So a lot of people are talking about that place. They've seen the growth and the development already happening there.
Mm.
Now, you that bought very early, you can now decide to sell.
Mm.
I'll give a typical example. Now, so many years ago, over 20 years ago,
Yeah.
or let's say 15 years ago, Centenary in Enugu, when it was first launched, it was selling for as low as 4 million naira.
Wow.
So imagine the people who got that early vision
Mm.
of how Centenary will turn out to be today
Mm.
and keyed into that 4 million naira. And believe me, you now, Centenary Enugu is in mad demand.
Exactly.
Is a lot of demand.
Yes, sir.
Now, plots of land in Centenary are as high as 70 million naira.
Mm.
So you as an early buyer bought at 4 million naira. There now there's demand. People want to buy it. Oh, I'm calling you, Jesse. I want to buy property in Centenary. Do you have any property there?
Yeah.
So yes, now I have a property that I bought like in 2015.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Mm.
70 million naira for just a plot of land.
Imagine.
Now, imagine how much. One thing I love about real estate is numbers.
It's
It will
numbers.
give you the numbers
Yeah,
at your
yeah,
laps, right?
yeah.
So 70 million naira minus 4 million naira.
Mm.
This is 66 whooping million naira.
Without stress.
Guess what? You didn't do anything on the land.
Without stress.
You really identified a fast developing corridor.
Yeah.
And as an early investor, you keyed into it.
Mm.
You bought at the early pre-sale prices. Over the years, you were patient enough. You held it. It started gaining to your capital.
Yeah.
It started appreciating on the capital, the 4 million naira you bought it. It appreciated so much so that it appreciated up to 66 million naira.
Mm.
And then you're selling for 70 million naira without doing anything on it. So this is one of the ways that early buyers make profits from land investment. They go early, secure it at pre-sale price under the value. They didn't even spend much. If you look at it very well, they didn't even spend much. Just 4 million naira, and several years later, you're benefiting 66 million naira. I don't know what pays more than that in the real sense.
No.
I don't even know what gives you that amount of
Nothing.
appreciation in the real sense.
Nothing.
All right, so this is one very sure way of making money. Sometime ago again, another woman saw a very amazing opportunity in Independence Layout side. Is an area, if you're very conversant with Enugu well, you're going to know an area called Independence Layout around bricks. All right. And that place was selling at 2.5 million naira very early, about 20 years ago. And then she keyed into that wonderful opportunity. She just bought the land. She didn't have any plans for it. She just bought it and she kept it. And 20 years after, that place is selling for 120 million naira.
Wow.
Guess how much it is? Like I said, it has numbers, right? You do the
Yes.
math. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what you can gain as an early investor. When you see an opportunity, you take hold of it, you make so much money off it, and you live good.
Yeah. Wow, that's very amazing. I like the explanation that you gave. I know while you were talking, I was
Yes, sir.
able to from the explanation. So I
Yeah.
discovered that there are some of the things that investors need to consider when they want to invest
True.
in real estate. And I think that's the advantage that early buyers they have. So you mentioned about timing,
True.
and these people understand this thing very well.
They
Early
understand it
investors
perfectly.
understand that real estate works with time.
Time.
The longer you wait, the more disadvantaged you become.
The more expensive it
And they
becomes
also, there are people that have foresight, they have vision.
Mm.
They understand, they have experience, they know that, okay, there are signs that will make this place to
To appreciate. Yeah, that's
and
true.
they just, once they see the opportunity, they just
They
go
grab
straight
it.
into it. And another thing also, you mentioned about people, they wait, talking about patience.
Yes.
So, some people think that real estate is a get rich quick scheme.
No, it's not.
If you just enter today, in 3 months,
You're hammered.
you don't have
Oh no.
But you mentioned
hammered.
that the two instances, that the case studies that you gave,
Yes.
one at Centenary and the one at Independence Layout.
Yes, sir.
So I believe that it was not the appreciation, the capital appreciation was not something that just happened within 2 months,
No,
3 months,
it was
or
not.
4 months.
No, it was
Probably a
not.
good number of them took like 5 years,
Up to
6
10
years,
years.
10 years.
Yes.
So you understand patience.
Patience.
And they know that real estate demand patience,
Yes.
demand foresight, and also it demand vision,
Sure.
and timing. So, and just in case you are listening to us, early investors, they understand this thing very well. And in case you've never invested in real estate, or you've invested before, but you don't know some of the things that we discussed now, please, you need to take note of these things, because your next investment, this thing can be a determining factors to know if you're going to have massive return on your investment, or if you're going to maybe struggle with your real estate investment. And just in case, if you're still listening to us or watching us, please let us know in the comment section where you are watching us from. If you please also notify us in the comment section. Now we've discussed about how early buyers make profit from their real estate investment, basically land investment. That's our focus for today. Now we want to also let you know that there are signs you need to look out for to know if an area has good potential. Now, when we talk about how they make money, we talk about buying at pre-sale, we talk about capital appreciation, Also, we discuss selling when the area is at high demand. Now, there are signs that you need to look out for to help you know if this area that I'm about to invest into have the potentials to give me a return on my investment. And the number one on the list is area located in built-up neighborhoods. So
Mm.
when you want to buy, don't just buy randomly. Don't just buy as someone who doesn't have any vision towards his or her investment. Don't buy because every other person is buying. You buy in areas that have built-up neighborhoods. So we're talking about, take for instance, you want to buy a property, an empty land, maybe a layout. There's no development, there's no infrastructure. But one of the things that you need to consider is where is this place located? What are the surrounding structures? Are people living there? Even if there are not too many people, what is happening in that location? Is it habitable? The neighborhood, is it okay? Are people staying there? So these are when you see areas that has great neighborhood, it is an indicator. It is a sign that this area has growth potential. And then you can beat your chest and just go ahead and invest into such location. So that's number one on our list.
Yes, sir. So when we're talking about how you can make money as an early buyer, or how you can make mad profits from your real estate investment, your land investment, you made mention of some two facts. You made mention
Mhm.
of timing,
Yeah,
identifying a right time.
yeah,
That's the procedure, right?
yeah,
Then you made mention of patience
yeah.
because they bought and they held over a period of time. It's not a
Exactly.
get rich quick scheme,
Yeah.
right? So there's another third factor
Mm.
again that real estate rewards or land buying rewards,
Mhm.
and which is strategy.
Mm.
All right. So
Mm.
the strategy
Mm.
is looking for a place
Yeah.
that development is going to head towards. Do you know that if you're buying into a layout,
Yeah.
example, but like you said, there are few people living there,
Mm.
but you can buy into that layout because of some factors you've seen around that areas.
Exactly.
Example, people will live in a layout, but as long as there's market close by.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
When there's a market close by, you know that if you're living in this place, anything you want, your foodstuffs, down to everything, you
Exactly.
can get from the market. So you can
Exactly.
go and live there
Yeah.
because the market is not far from you. And
Mm.
one of the ways to ensure your healthy living is by buying things from the market, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So a strategy is also areas close to major express roads.
Mm. Mm.
Now, you want to buy a land. What is the sign that this property is going to appreciate over a time?
Yeah.
Is buying a land close to a major express.
Exactly.
People are constantly plying that route.
Mm.
Now, people will need demand for something one day.
Yeah.
Now, someone would see that this is an express route, and often at times people stop here for a rest.
Mm.
Like people that travel, example,
Yeah.
people are traveling, they stop here for a rest.
Exactly.
Someone cannot see the opportunity to what build a hotel there.
Mm.
So in case you're traveling, you want to cut down your distance, maybe you've traveled a lot and you want to rest, you can stop there,
Yeah.
rent a hotel, and stay overnight.
Mm.
Now, that property is going to appreciate. In fact, the
Exactly.
land there is appreciating already because
Exactly.
for someone to think of that opportunity, they will come demanding for your property in that axis,
Mm.
which means it's going to definitely develop.
Yeah.
So one of the signals of a developing property, a property that's going to develop, is when there's connectivity. People are
Mm.
always passing that side.
Mm.
All right, people are always constantly passing that place. That properties around that area are going to appreciate fast. First off, accessibility brings or drives appreciation to a property.
Exactly.
So once there's good roads, broad roads, double lane roads, a lot of roads, that property is going to be accessible because it will bring pool of people.
Yeah.
And when pool of people come, there's going to be demand.
Yeah.
Right. So today, when choosing a property, and someone has offered you a property that's close to a major express, and you're doubting it before,
Mm.
please pick that property. It
Yeah.
shows that there's future and long-term appreciation on that property.
Yeah. Wow. That's a great one. Okay. So while you were talking,
Yes, sir.
it reminded me of how Men's Mind came to be.
Exactly.
Most people, especially people who just started using 90 man maybe within 3, 4, 5 years ago,
Yes, sir.
they didn't really know how 90 man originated. You mentioned about
Mm-hmm.
property that are close to major express roads,
Express roads, yeah.
which is very important. And that was how 90 Mile started. Now, 90 Mile is known as the number one commercial and industrial hub in Enugu.
Yes, sir.
Top brands like Nigerian Brew, 7 Up Bottling Company, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, even the popular Lion Business Park just situated in
Even
99,
Aquarafa waters.
even Aquarafa. But something like 20, 30 years ago, nobody knew about 99. 99
No.
just people were just using it to travelers just to
Yes.
get to other parts of Nigeria.
Yes.
And like you mentioned, you said that people sometimes they can just stop on the way,
Yeah.
they had to eat and continue their journey. And
Just
that
to
was
rest for a
what was
minute.
happening in 99 like 30 years ago.
Wow.
Most travelers will
Wow.
just stop, eat, and then continue their journey. Or
Their
maybe
journey.
repair their vehicle and continue their journey.
Exactly. Yes.
And over a few decades, that place that used to just be a stopping point for travelers now turned into a settlement. And not
Massive
just a
location.
settlement where most people, wise investors, are seeking to get properties
True.
because of the massive development happening in 90 mile. Although that 90 mile is not a discussion today, but I needed to bring this point so that just to buttress what my brother already said, so that you get to understand our discussion for today.
Yes,
So,
sir.
in case if you're still listening to us and you can see us and you are getting value from what we discussed so far, please just type value in the comment section.
True.
Value in the comment section. All right. Last on the list is areas with government proposed projects. Government proposed project. This one is very, very important. Once government moves into a location, it is guaranteed that that place will develop.
Development everywhere.
Once you start hearing that government wants to build a particular infrastructure either for public use or maybe for any other purpose. Government wants to do road construction in so area. Government wants to bring a school, a hospital. Once you start hearing such thing, and government will now come and put a signage or maybe a billboard, say, okay, this place is mapped out for social development.
Yes.
As an investor, that's the right time to position yourself. You know that that place have what growth potential. So when government start bringing up government proposed projects or government infrastructure in any location, it could be road construction, it could be school, it could be hospital, it could be government buildings, whatever it is, provided that government is the one sponsoring such projects, that's the right time for you to position yourself early enough. Because if you wait, the more you wait, people now who took advantage of such location, when you now want to buy, the property must have appreciated beyond the level that you first met it.
Yeah.
So that's why this is one of the secret that early investors understand. And once they see that kind of project, they just move in straight into some location. Here in Enugu, there are places that government, like places like even Ninth Mile itself.
Yes, sir.
Now, currently, government is dualizing the road that gives access to people traveling to Benin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Makurdi, Usoka, that's from Ninth Mile to those places. Government is dualizing the location. Even other places in Ninth Mile, government is causing dualization.
True.
I know when infrastructures or maybe development or construction like this start coming up, what does it mean? It triggers appreciation in properties.
True.
Because those places that used to be maybe road used to be bad and government start working on it.
Yeah.
That means giving more accessibility to such location.
Yes.
I know accessibility is one of the factors
Major factors
that
drive appreciation
exactly
into a property.
exactly. So once you see such thing, please don't waste time. Even if your brother is telling you leave that place, if just use your money and go into such location and invest. But the most important thing, please let's say this so that you don't misunderstand us. Before you invest into any location, please carry out your due diligence. Don't just go and invest because you're hearing us say just invest. Ensure that you do your proper due diligence. And if you can't run that by yourself, you need to reach out to real estate consultants or maybe real estate professionals, people who are very experienced in real estate. They will help to guide you on such process so that you don't make any wrong investment. So if you see government proposed projects, it actually indicates, is a sign that such location has good potential.
All right. So once just give you a quick recap of what we've talked about so far, in case you're just joining us for the first time, all right, or just jumping in on this live session right now. So here's a quick recap. So we're talking about how early buyers make profits from the land investment. All right. So we went ahead to tell you means when you can make money from a land investment, and we also talked about how to spot a very good location that will help you, like signs to know that this property is going to appreciate. All right. So we first of all mentioned that areas that are close to built up neighborhoods.
Yeah.
All right. So when there are neighborhoods that are already developed, and the development trend is moving, you need to identify and key into that opportunity, because as long as the surrounding environment are developed, definitely that development is going to hit that property location. All right. Secondly, we said that areas that are close to major roads, and my colleague here cited an example with Ninth Mile. All right, back in the days, people just used to pass there, but right now, Ninth Mile has turned into a major commercial and industrialized location. So imagine people that have bought earlier and people that are still buying, what their properties will appreciate and look like. Like I said, this it has to do with numbers, right? So you can calculate it by yourself.
Yeah.
And then the third is areas that have government presence. When you see an area that has government presence, rest assured that the government themselves are going to drive appreciation to that properties around there. See a location that says smart school, you invest there. The location that says that there's going to be healthcare center here, please, the properties around there will develop, because other companies that depend on such infrastructure and growth will come to that area.
Exactly.
And the beautiful part is that people working in that companies need a place to relax, a place to live. Nobody actually wants to work far from where. Nobody wants to
He's
live far
working.
from where he's working.
Yeah.
All right. So if everybody got the opportunity to live very close to their offices or where their businesses are, they'll take the opportunity, right? So this is how properties appreciate. All right. So if you're looking for a property in the city of Enugu that has all these boxes ticked, like areas that are going to experience a lot of appreciation over a period of time, no doubt. All right, and you're ready, really able to invest in such a property right now, then I'm glad you're on this live session, because I'm about to introduce to you a property that is already appreciating. This property is also selling at a pre-sale price currently, because it was newly launched into the market. And like I said, this when a property is launched, it is launched at a pre-sale price. This is way below the market value. All right. This is also a time where you're going to be rewarded for believing in this vision, because it is in a neighborhood that is fully developed. Like the surrounding neighborhoods are developed. It is in pre-sale and it has the right documents.
Yeah.
Like verified documents, right? So, and this, I mean, Peace Garden Estate. Now, Peace Garden Estate is located in between the Gulf Annex. If you're conversant with Enugu, you know the Gulf Annex, and in between the Trans-Ekulu Phase 6 extension. These are fully built, developed neighborhoods. In fact, we have a friend of ours, all right? When Trans-Ekulu was selling at its early stages, he thought to himself that Trans-Ekulu will not blow. This is his right words. Trans-Ekulu will not blow.
Yeah.
Not only did Trans-Ekulu blow, it blew up to Trans-Ekulu Phase 6 extension.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
And today, this friend of ours, every time he comes around, he's always crying that. And they offered me Trans-Ekulu for about 15 million naira. Today, Trans-Ekulu is like 60 million naira for a plot of land. So don't be like this, our friend. All right, you want to take advantage of this current pre-sale price. So Peace Garden Estate is currently selling at 20 million naira pre-sale price. Now the actual price is 25 million naira. And guess what? A lot of development and infrastructure are already going on in the property. And like my colleague said, once this infrastructure and development are completed, the price is going to move. So now it is 20 million naira, and the actual price is 25 million naira, and the perimeter fencing is ongoing. Down, the security gatehouse is also ongoing. All right, so right now is the best chance for you to be an early buyer. Position yourself, right, strategically, because this place is experiencing development. There are a lot of signs pointing to this development, and no doubt it's going to develop. All right, so if you're willing and able to take charge of this opportunity, you can search around this video, the comment section, or around this video. When you see some numbers displayed on your screen, you can reach out to us either from a call or send us a message today, and we can help you secure a plot or more. All right. The beautiful part is that when you buy one or more plots, when there is demand in this area, you can sell off some. All right. Now, who's this opportunity for? This opportunity is for first-time buyers. If you're a first-time buyer looking to get your investment journey started rightly, you need to take advantage of this opportunity. If you're in Nigerian in diaspora, man, you're looking to add more money to your income without you doing anything. You can buy this property right now and give it a few years. Real estate will reward you for buying on time, for being patient, and strategically buying into this property. All right, over a period of 4 5 years, this property is going to appreciate and give you more on your returns. Thirdly, if you're an investor that knows about investments, you've done before, you've gotten the benefits, and you want to try another one to certify the one you did before, all right, to welcome you into the business officially of investing and enjoying returns on your investment. This property also is for you because over time you're going to get gain on your capital.
Yes, sir.
Any other further thing to buttress the point, sir?
Okay, yes, yes, yes. So just to add to a list of people that you mentioned.
Okay.
So even if you mentioned the pre-sale,
Yes, sir.
so we talked about today's focus is the secret that early buyers use to make profit.
Yes, sir.
So if you buy now, you're also part of the early buyers.
Yes, you
still selling
are.
at pre-sale.
It's still a pre-sale
So
price.
like you mentioned, this is the best time for you to take advantage of the pre-sale. And even if you are someone who wants to buy and then build, or you're looking for property that you just want to buy now, but you don't have the money to start construction. Maybe your plans is in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you start building on your plot. Then this property is for you. But the good thing is, if you buy now, you save yourself of paying more in the future. That means you can buy now and just leave your plots,
True.
even without any development. Then when you are now ready to build, you can start building. Because if you need to wait, or if you have to wait to buy in the future, you probably will buy when the property is around 30, 40, 50 million. So now is the best time for you to buy.
Yes, sir.
Also, you talked about the document. You know, you're listening to us, you're asking what is the document covering this property. So it comes with registered deed and registered survey plan. And each plot in this estate measures 500 square meter. What that means is that the estate is fully registered, it's free from government interest, and it doesn't have any encumbrances, any issue over the property. Then the 500 square meter is a very enough space for whatever you want to build in the future. And just in case if you are listening to us and you want to take advantage of this pre-sale price, please don't waste time, don't haste it. Just go ahead. We'll drop in our contacts on the comment section, so you just reach out to us now while you're listening to us. And if you have any question regarding this property, even what we discussed so far, please just drop it in the comment section. We'll be very glad to attend to every question that you have concerning today's discussion. And we hope that you got value for whatever we discussed. And um, we also want to thank you for sticking with us to this point, and we look forward
To your cause.
to your course.
I look forward to you positioning early as a buyer today.
Yeah. All right. So we'll play this video. The Okay. So just reach out to us. Reach out to us on the number showing on your screen. And if you have any question, please just drop it in the comment section before we wrap it up for today's session. Just to remind you again, today's episode brought to you by Braudy Global Enugu branch. Like we mentioned, our offices are in Enugu and Abuja, and we have our properties in these two states. Just in case you're looking for land where you just want to buy, specifically for land investment, that you're planning for long-term investment or short-term investment, you have land that covers that kind of investment. Then, if you're looking for house, like you want to just buy a house, then you want to live with your family, then we have buildings here in Enugu, and also we have in Abuja. All you need is just to reach out to us, and then we'll help you to make the right investment. And once again, we want to thank you for joining us today, and I also want to thank you for your patience for sticking with us to this point. And we look forward to see you in our next live session. Thank you.
Have a nice day.